Paul Case here. We're feeding calves. All of that pin's there, but I always do it twice. Always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how many's in there. We got all of them. I don't have as good a dash cam set up here as what I did on the other truck, but that'll get us. Maybe if it'll stay there. I don't hit too big a bump. You can tell the steers over there are really wishing I was over there feeding them. I gotta put out some hay today, but skid steer is a little bit broke down, but I got a guy that's supposed to come fix on it. Maybe he'll get me fixed up. I hate it when stuff like that happens. What's broke on it is the bobtats quit working, and I can't seem to find if it's got a fuse or it's got a fusible link or something to it. But all right, these are the replacements. And I'm back to pulling the string. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Every one of them's there. Doing good. Got them all in there. I know you get quite a bit of my truck there, but just how it is. One more pin to feed here. We get done doing that, we've got to drain a bunch of water out of. We had a radiator problem in the spring with the old log truck. And it's supposed to start getting down cold tonight, like tomorrow night. I think it is supposed to be below freezing, so we're gonna go ahead and get our winterizing done up. I gotta pull a bottom radiator hose off from it and get the water to draining out of it. Now for the steers. 2, 3. They have a little trouble figuring out to spread on out. See, there's a pile of feed right here, and there's no calf eating on it. They'll eventually get down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every one of them's there. I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, I've already been over and winterized my sprayer pump, and I was fixing to pull the hose off that log truck, and it looked kind of green. So apparently what we done was we caught the water out of it when we drained the radiator to pull it, and it has green in it. The floated 2 balls on my tester means it's good to +5, and we usually try to get them good to -10, and they'll be all right. And so I just added a gallon to it. Straight antifreeze. You're supposed to dilute it half and half, but I just added a gallon. I gotta go take those logs to Scott's later today, so it'll get mixed up. Look who's in here picking through the hay that's on the ground. I'm gonna put them a bale out today, but it just hasn't happened yet. Kinda. I got Larry supposed to come look at my problem on the skid loader. And if he can get it fixed, we'll use it. And if he don't show up here in a little bit, I'll probably look at it myself. But I have got to go down here and get me a bale of hay and go check cows. So I'll bring you back in a minute. I got the bale of hay put out. Their feeder was empty, of course. Just got a round bale ring here for these. Here they come. I don't know why. I've been feeding them with this truck is why. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 27, 28. That's how many there are. Every one of them's here. Some of them you guys might have trouble seeing because they get too far away. They're just coming around the end of that fence up on the yonder hill there. I still have one cow left that has been I remember raising her as a replacement heifer. She had a stunt double. This cow right here, that black cow with the red on her back and on her pole, she is part of some of my grandpa's cows. Grandpa milked some Jersey cows, and when they got to where they figured out that it was coming to a close, he bred them Jersey cows and the Angus bull and come up with cows that had color like that. And I've still got one. Some of these others have a little bit of that showing up, but I don't think that's what it is. That cow, no matter, these will lose that red on them right there, but that cow will never lose that red. It's in her genes. They all coming up here. There's the Red Bull. Here's Red Bull. What does Red Bull give you? Red Bull, you got a dirty head. Look at your forehead. It's all dirty. Thank you, Red Bull. Red Bull. Bull. Well, at my last place I was putting out hay for the cows, I put a bale out in the ring, got out and took the strings off from it, and I got back in the truck to take off and put it in drive, and it only went to reverse. So I put it back in park, and then it never would shift out of park at all again. So had to take it to the mechanic. We'll see how long it takes him to do something with it. He's usually pretty good to me, and I told him that I use the thing every day to feed cows with. Kind of need it. I think it's just some trivial something, but if it was something broke in the column, they might have to wait on parts. So now I got back from that and hauled a load of logs down there to Scott's, and he unloaded me. He helped me get my truck drug over to the mechanic, which I've got a guy that works. Yeah, my mechanic said he'd try to get to it pretty quick, so hopefully I won't be without the truck very long, but I've still got the bobcat broke down from yesterday. I think I can get around what's broke down on it, but I might be able to fix it. I'm gonna go tinker with it here in just a minute. I need it to put out hay in the barn for my calves, so and I need to be making firewood. That call that just interrupted me was another guy wanting to come get a couple rick of firewood, and I've got 22 rick on the books ahead of him, so I need to be making some of it, and relying on that skid steer, and it's not working right now, so I won't put up with this very long. I'll go get the other one, but then I have to do different stuff to make that something workable anyway. Got my winterizing done, and I was gonna make sure my air tank's aired up and run down here and air up the tire on the front of that tractor, but I think I'm just gonna wait and see if I get the skid steer going. If I get the skid steer going, I won't need to air up no tractor tire. So I got to grab some stuff here and go down there and work on that, I guess. Well, I figured something out. It's apparently got a fuse I can't find. It only has one other fuse that I can find besides this box that's right down here. And all of that box looked good. And what happened was, this is the bob tatch, the quick tatch for that. And it quit working, and at the same time my cigarette lighter quit working, which is what I'm fixed up to plug my Halverson into. And so I just ran a little test on them, and I can run power back into the power for the cigarette lighter, and the bob tatch works. So what I did was I stole some power over here. You got to have this switch for the windshield wiper, which mine don't have, on for the bob tatch to work. And so I'll just get used to using those two in unison. I'm gonna fix me up a different plug-in for the Halverson. It'll probably look like a 110 plug, but inside here it'll be 12 volt. And either that, or I'll just run a wire back there and alligator clip it to the alternator or something. We'll see. But for right now, I need to go put out some hay for my calves. So this is how it's going to be. But I got her to where it'll work. It was latched, now it's unlatched. So we'll see what happens. Well, I cut up some logs with a chainsaw. I got this skid steer where I can use it again. And I fixed it so that the quick hitch on it would work. Just borrowing some electric from another deal. I think I showed that. And I got to figure out that I didn't want to go through another cigarette lighter and all that. Although those are kind of common, I don't mind having this thing set up where it's the ones we make work with. I ran my wire around here. You can see it going up that deal there, and hooked it into the lights. So the headlights have got to be on before my controls will work. And the headlights are never on when the key's off, so that'll work out good. I thought I'd try to work up this log here without stopping too much. Gotta get my gloves out of the way. I try to run it about 1900 or so. I get done with that pile of wood, I stopped for a minute and I got a phone call at 3:45. Electric company wanting to meet with me and talk to me about some lighting we need rearranged at the church. And so I'm not going to get done with it. I had to unhook this truck so I could have a truck since my other one quit me today. And I think I talked about that. Wouldn't shift into drive. Almost got done with my chores, but man, I'm filthy. I've been in that sawdust and oil and all of that off and on all day. But I did get I loaded one load, so I probably got 6 rick of wood cut. But I got a call for another rick of wood, so that's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't say it's like job security, but hey, I'll catch you on the next one.